Our top story tonight at 6, with continuing hot temperatures across middle Georgia, homeowners are tampering with their thermostat trying to keep the house cool. But it can also cause your energy bill to skyrocket. 41 NBC's Brianna Sheffield shares tips on how to keep that from happening.
With rising heat temperatures, many homeowners are turning those thermostats up and down throughout the day, which can result in your energy bill skyrocketing. I spoke with several local experts on how to keep you and your family from avoiding that issue.
Flint Energy's youth and education specialist, Blair Brown, says they recommend homeowners to keep their homes at 78 degrees. They also recommend calling a professional to check your system annually.
Preventative maintenance is very important when it comes to HVAC units, not only during the summers, but year-round, just to make that a habit to go ahead and make sure that those are checked twice a year to make sure that when it gets hot and cold that they're able to handle that.
Brown says creating heat in your own home, such as cooking, will make your AC run longer. So she shared a few alternative ways to make a meal.
During those hotter times, to not use bigger appliances. Obviously, when you're using like a stove and a glass top for cooking, you're going to create more heat in the kitchen, so your unit's going to have to work harder to cool down those areas. So our recommendations are we use those smaller appliances like air fryers, toaster ovens, or even consider grilling outside if you can.
According to We Care AC and Plumbing HVAC manager Ryan Lawrence, changing out air filters can make a big difference. He also says your ceiling fan can be a source to cool off.
If an air filter gets dirties up, then it doesn't allow the system to breathe properly, which can then make it work harder and cool inefficiently, which will then raise your bill up higher and then also not cool your home like you want to. Another great tip I like to give people is to make sure your ceiling fans are spinning counterclockwise, so this blows the air downwards, which helps cool off the room, circulates that cool air a little more. And your thermostat might read about 75, but it'll actually feel more like 71 in the home.
And if you're not at home during the day, Lawrence explains the best way to make sure it stays cool before heading out the door in the mornings.
If you leave it high, if you leave it at like 75, 76, and you want it cool by the time you get home, your unit is then going to fight if you get home at 6 o'clock and you're trying to turn your thermostat down. So your unit will have to fight against that heat, and it won't cool down till nighttime at that point. So when it is, it's going to be a really hot day, it is best to set your thermostat lower before you go to work, and then that way when you get home, your unit has been fighting it all day instead of trying to play catch up at that point.
He says there are a few things most people overlook when it comes to keeping your house cool and energy bill cheaper during those hot summer days.
Keep your windows closed when it's very hot. Curtains closed if you got curtains, especially when you're not home. No need to have all that daylight in, so you can keep that heat out. And another big point to that is insulation. Attic insulation plays a huge part in energy efficiency and to keep your home cool. So if you haven't got your attic insulation looked at, that is a very good thing to do.
In Warner Robins, Brianna Sheffield, 41 NBC News.
Lawrence also says be sure to stay in contact with local HVAC companies to help prevent any future problems.